Welcome to Python for Everyone. In today's video, we will explore some essential string methods, like in the last one, for Python that help check the properties of text. These methods are super useful in validations and data processing. So let's get started. The ones that we're going to discuss today, they are basically Boolean string methods. They respond in true or false. They work as yes or no. That's about it. Just like what we discussed in our last videos, starts with method or ends with method. It checks something. So let's get into it. The first one that we're going to get started with is all num brackets. All methods work like that. This method returns true if a string consists only of letters and numbers. If there are spaces, symbols, or special characters, it will not work. It will provide you with an output as false. Let's try an example over here. We have a variable. A is equal to, let's say, Python. Okay, how will we check that? Print. You know what? We have been using that. Let's just check if a dot is alnum. True, because it has letters in it. It has alphabets in it. Okay. Let's say if I create another variable and I add numbers into it and I check a, the variable comes first, then the method that we want to use is alnum. True, because it has alphabets, meaning letters, and numbers in it. But if I use the same thing again, see, in a string, everything counts, spaces, special characters, and whatnot. So I've put a space between Python and 12. Let's see if it works. False. I hope you understand. Next string method that we are going to use is alpha. That's the method that we're going to use. This particular method returns true. It checks if the string that you're working on contains only alphabetic characters or not. If you have numbers in it, if you have symbols in it, if you have space in it, any special character, then it will return it. The output that it will produce is false. So let's continue with our example. A variable, and let's see if this particular method will work. A dot is alpha brackets. False. Why? Because it has numbers in it. Okay, I'm going to copy this, paste it again over here to give you an explanation. See, I deleted those numbers which were there in the string, and let's check again. True, because there are no numbers again. There are no numbers in that particular string that we're working on. So it came up as true. Let's try it again. But I deleted the numbers in that string, but I added a space. False. So anything but the letters in a string. This particular method is alpha brackets is going to come up as false if there is anything other than letters of alphabets in it. Third method is digit. Brackets again. This method checks if all characters of your strings are number between 0 to 9. Let's see how it works. I entered a variable. It's a string again. See, these are string methods. So let's say 20451, whatever that is. Let's check if the method is working. So print function b, the variable comes first. The variable where we are actually trying to work, or where we're trying to check things, is digit, brackets, true. They're all digits. Though they're not integers, they are not integers. Integers is a data type that we work on in Python. We run calculations, we do all kinds of things. But over here, even though they are numbers, they're in quotes, so they will be considered as string. But this particular method is letting us know that they're all digits. Let's try one more thing over here. Let's say variable is a negative number, negative 125. Okay, let's see what it comes up with. I'm telling you, it's gonna give us false over here. B dot is digit, brackets, false. It's a negative number, hence false. Let's see what it does with a decimal number, even though it's in a string. See, the number over here was negative 125. Over here, we're entering 125.0. Essentially, the number is 125 in that string. But we've mentioned dot zero, a decimal point. We've added a decimal point. So, let's see. False. It doesn't accept, it doesn't recognize decimal points, negative points, alphabets in a string. This method would only help you to check if the entire string only has digits in it. It will come in very handy in the data sets that we will learn later on. Not anytime soon, but later on. I hope you understood it. Let's add more cells. There we go. Okay. The next one is title. Yep. We have learned this string method using which when we, for example, I have a variable. I have assigned a string to it. Hello world. All right. What it will do is a dot title. It will change, it will convert the first letter of every word in that string. Doesn't matter if there are statements separated by commas or full stops or any other special character. It will convert every single word, every single first letter of a word into a title, into uppercase. Over here, we are going to check this particular method, the Boolean string method. It will help us detect if the string that we're working on, everything is in titles. Every single word has a title or not. We have that variable over there already. So let's check. A dot is title. False. It's not. Let's try it again with a different example. For example, the string is hello world. Let's check it again. B dot is title. True, because H of hello and W of world is in uppercase. Following me so far, if you have questions, leave a comment. If there's any particular method that you want to cover, leave a comment and I will in my upcoming videos. For now, let's move on to the next method, string method that we're going to cover. It is lower. As I'm pretty sure that you can detect for what it's going to be doing, what it's going to be checking. It checks if all the characters in a string are in lowercase. Right? Let's try with an example. My name is Himanshi. Okay? Let's check. A dot is lower brackets. It's going to be false. Yep. Because M for my and H for Himanshi are in uppercase over there. Let's try it again with a different example. Another string. Welcome to Python for everyone. Let's see. B dot is lower brackets. True. See, that's how it works. But you need to make sure of another thing. You see, you use the lower method to put everything in a string in the lower case. Then you use case fold for a more effective solution in case there are special characters from another language, special letters from another language in your string. So when you have converted a string into lowercase, or if you've used casefold method to convert everything into lowercase, but you want to be sure about it, this is the method that you can use to check if those methods have worked. All right. The next one that we will work on is numeric. That's the method that we'll be working on. It is very similar to isdigit method, but it also recognizes numbers in different formats. For example, if you have raised to the power, all right, like superscript numbers, it will recognize those, all right, like fractions, etc. Let's take an example. I have a variable, all right, the string is 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, and I'm going to check print, come on, print a dot is numeric brackets. Have I made a mistake here? The mistake is I've added a comma here instead of a dot. There we go. True, because everything in this string is numeric, numbers. They're not integers. Once again, it's a string, but it has numbers in it. Let's try another thing. B is equal to another string, but negative number. Okay, let's see if it will work. A dot, not a comma, but a dot, is numeric brackets. True? Oh, that is because I have made such a silly mistake. See over here, I'm working on B, variable, but in the print function, I've mentioned a. That's why. So you ought to be more careful. Everybody can make such silly mistakes, but you need not worry as long as you can fix it. See, it says false because it's a negative number. That's why. So, we have covered 6 important string methods in Python. Isalnum, isalpha, isdigit, istitle, islower, isnumeric. This was our string methods part 2 so far. Coming up in part 3, we will explore even more powerful string methods. So subscribe and hit the notification bell so you do not miss out. If you have found this helpful, like the video, drop a comment, share it with fellow Python learners. If you have questions, if you have other Python string methods that you want me to cover, leave a comment below and I will try my best to cover it in my next video itself. Keep coding. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.